Welcome, Super Bros. We're going to try something out new for you. I am Tad Risen. This is my brother, Kyle Risen, the Teach. We came with this idea where I tend to say a lot of crazy things and go on a lot of rants. And Kyle here, we've gotten some rant questions from Facebook.com and from friends. And Kyle, what topic do you have for me today?
All right. This topic was submitted by Lizzie from Facebook.
Okay.
She wanted to know what you thought about horrible drivers.
All right, dude. So we live in Florida, and I know not everybody watching lives in Florida. I know we have. I'd say a lot of people do because a lot of our fan base right now is our close friends and stuff, and they can relate to this, but not everybody is. So in Florida, we have this thing called snowbirds, and man, around literally Labor Day, they come down, and not only. I don't think they actually do anything. I think they actually pick a time that they want to wake up to. Where like, I'm going to wake up at 7 today and just hit the interstate. And there's too many of them. There's just too many. I understand Florida's a wonderful place and it's warm weather and your bones don't hurt and it's a great place to die. But look, there's too much. And all us normal people that got to be at work by 9 o'clock in the morning need you to get out of the way. Why not go out at noon when I'm at work? You know.
So you think they're just driving around aimlessly?
What are they actually doing? They're retired. Shouldn't they be on a golf course?
Maybe that's what they're going to.
Just too many.
Okay, so
come on. No. What time do you have to be at work?
I have to
during
be
the week.
Clocked in by 6:50.
Okay, so you're beating them.
Yes, but I see them in the afternoon.
Oh, yeah. I was going to say, now with my new position at work, I mainly see them in the afternoon because I have to be at work by 8. So in the morning, I get by. And actually, you know who's worse too? Is schools. I have to pass by a school. And when I was at a different position at my job, I had to be at work an hour later. And I actually had to leave like a half hour earlier because I would hit this school. And then during season, which is literally, once again, Labor Day to Easter, it was the worst. I'm trying to get to a place that's 50 minutes away from me. So I always say a good rule of thumb, add 15 minutes. Hopefully you're late, you're early for work, right? It's a good thing to try and be earlier for work. But when I leave, I have to leave an hour and a half to get to a place that's only 50 minutes away on a normal day, including a weekend. There's something wrong with this picture. And that's even with normal job traffic non-season.
Yes.
I can get home from Naples to Fort Myers in 50 minutes.
Okay, so I have a question now. Besides snowbirds, what about other horrible drivers? Like
teens? Teens. Either they're too fast or they're too slow, and this is where I'm turning into a grumpy old man. Where they think they've got some high-powered car, and they zip around as the car's like chugging internally. You can hear it like coughing, and they're zipping around you. Or it's the reverse. They're being so careful that they're 20 under the speed limit. I think I was literally behind Cheyenne, our sister, in, I think, Mom's truck practicing the other day. And I'm thinking, man, like, get out of the way. I started looking at, like, the stickers, like, I think that's Mom's truck.
I think Shy's only driven a handful of times.
She doesn't drive that much.
Yeah. Now, do you have, besides demographics, do you have problems with people, like recurring problems with people on the road? Like, do people currently cut you off, or?
No. The big thing being on the interstate a lot of times is that there's too many rubbernecking. Man, it's the worst. It's the worst. But no, I could almost understand if there's a ginormous, not that it's cool, but like something's on fire and you're like, oh my God, like it's the best television in the world driving by. I can almost appreciate it because then you at least have something to talk about when you have to go tell your boss why you're late. But when the accident is on the other side of the interstate, literally, you have to look beyond the traffic
Yep.
and the median
Yep.
to see what's over there, and it's just a car pull off the side with the guy just staring at it with the hood up. You're not even smoke. Not even where like it looked like it was on fire. You know what I'm saying? You could really stir the pot on why you're late to work, but like you can't. you just can't, and it's so. And maybe I'm just turning to a grumpy old man, but I'm like, let me just get. I miss living. I used to live at my last job. I lived just down the street, and literally, it would with traffic, it would take me 15 minutes to get to work. When it was not season, it was 8 minutes, dude. I mean, I was there. I was there in a drop, dude. It was so awesome. I literally would wake up an hour before I had to be at work. Literally grab a snack, grab my pre-made lunch, and I was out the door, man.
That sounds nice.
It was wonderful. I miss it. And I'm in the same boat now that I'm like looking for like, because I really do want to buy a house. I think that might be my next goal. And all the homes that I think I can afford are putting me out still about 30, 45 minutes away.
Are they?
And I'm like, man, I don't want to deal with this problem. I can't stand it.
Okay, now here's something that I find, it doesn't always happen to me, but it happens in my vicinity. I want to know if it happens to you.
Okay.
So it actually happened just today, just this morning. I was at a red light. Wasn't turning green. It was a full red light. Nothing was happening. Someone in my vicinity started honking their horn.
Behind you?
It was either behind me or behind the guy next to me. It was a red light. No one was moving.
Was there any lights
No.
in your road that were green?
Everything was red. There's just someone just honking their horn. But that's not the first time it's happened.
I've never experienced that.
I have experienced it a few times, but it's not always at me.
What?
Yes. I don't know.
No, I've never had that.
No?
No.
Okay. It's happened a few times with me, so I wondered if it was just a comment.
It's a very strange occurrence. No, I have not.
Oh, okay.
So, that's a good rant.
So you don't get cut off?
I mean, every once in a while,
Okay.
but I can get over that.
Oh, okay, because
I've never been cut off so bad where I almost hit the guy.
Okay. That's never happened with me, but I do.
That's what I'm worried about.
I do find that people will turn onto the road as I'm coming. Like, I'm still kind of far away, but like let's say I'm someone who isn't paying attention to the road and I don't put on my brakes a little bit, I'd slam right into them.
You should.
That happens to me. That happens to me all the time.
No. I actually, I mean, honest, I don't experience. Maybe just because I'm on the interstate and we're all driving fast.
Maybe.
So that's primarily that's where almost all my driving is. And then like I said, all my other trips were so short that I was barely in the car.
So
That's how I got away with driving like crappy cars for so long. It's like I lived 8 minutes away. It didn't matter. Like it was barely on to make a difference.
So I'm curious. Back on the rubbernecking part. Has rubbernecking caused you to be late multiple times to work?
Maybe. To where now I do leave an hour and a half before I have to be at work.
That is just...
I used to just leave an hour and 5 minutes.
Wow.
Because, like I said, I like it because it's like 55 minutes to get to Naples, and then I like a 15-minute buffer. That way I can be 15 minutes early if I get there.
Yeah.
You know, if I get there within the appropriate 15-minute like time limit that it should take to get down to Naples. But like, I was realizing like there had been a few times I was late and was always by like 25 minutes, which is like a lot too. So I just
25 minutes. Whoa.
once again, a 50-minute drive takes me an hour and a half.
Wow.
That's my life, man. I do it to save money. I'm gonna buy a TV and a home.
Jeez.
And more recording time with that man over there. Either way, hour and a half. Don't Don't ever make that
No,
commitment.
no.
But either way, that's been Bro Rant, and I get a little salty. And if you have things that you want to hear me be salty about, you can once again always hit us up at superbros@gamecast.com, or actually .org. Sorry, or
Don't go to .com.
yeah, or you can always message us at facebook.com/Super Gamecast Bros. And we are the Super Bros, and stay super.